What's up, guys? Matt here. In this video, we are sending in another CGC pre-screen. It's been a while. Let's see what's going in, so stay tuned. All right, guys. So we are sending in another CGC pre-screen. I had just gotten back recently from MegaCon, got some autographs that are over at CGC, got some commissions done, and what better time than to send in right now a pre-screen, as the time frame for these are really short from what CGC is advertising. So let's go through the books. We've got a lot here, and you can take a look, and then we'll see how we do, give or take maybe about 30 or so days. So first one up, Shazam. This is the AMC edition. I got this going to see the movie with the family at the AMC at Disney, and this was the book that you received. Not the best of movies, but nonetheless a very cool and what I would call somewhat limited book. They're going to be hard to get in high grade only because these take a beating. Just ask my daughter, who was holding some of them. So this is the first one up, Shazam AMC edition. Our next one is an oldie but a goodie, even though this is a reprint. This is Batman Adventures number 12. This is the first appearance of Harley Quinn, and this is the Art Germ Fan Expo edition. So cool book. You know, you got this from Fan Expo, such as MegaCon and other ones. So this was a nice kind of throw in on this one, and a very cool Art Germ cover. Switching up now from DC to a little bit of Marvel, we've got Avengers 684. This is the first appearance, or full appearance, I should say, of the Immortal Hulk. So another very cool book. Nice little copy here. We're going to see how we do. Remember, some of these books really aren't that high right now. There's kind of a lull with the comics, as there's probably for many collectibles, given the economy right now. So next one up, Harley Quinn number 1. What's special about this one? It is the Loot Crate exclusive. I couldn't even find this listed in cover price, but then again, this particular book had literally, I think it was 80 something variants from DC with that was done by Amanda Connor, book. But this is one of them, a very cool Harley Quinn cover. So we're going to submit this because it's not often you see it, and see what comes out. Another fun book to talk about. This one, Cartoon Network's starring the Powerpuff Girls. And this is the first, I think it's team appearance of the Powerpuff Girls. Nice copy, and not like a crazy expensive book, but nonetheless, not one that you just run into very often. There are some variant covers. This is the direct edition, so we'll submit this and see how we did. So you guys always give me a hard time for DC, but as you can see, there's a lot of DC books going in on this one. Here we go now for back to Marvel. This is Wolverine 131. This is the Recalled edition. Now, we already hit a Recalled in a 9.8, so we're going to submit this one and see how we do. And I will try and see if I can post a quick picture of what the Recall is, just so you can kind of see it as well. But we're going to submit this one and see if we can hit it again. 2015 version from Hickman of Secret Wars. We know Secret Wars is coming. We don't know what necessarily the storyline is going to be based on. Some say it's going to be part of the 80s version of Secret Wars with the Beyonders. Some say it's going to be part of the 2015 run. But nonetheless, this is the cover A, Alex Ross one. We've got 2 copies here that we're going to submit and see if we can hit at least one, if not both of them. Turning now to Fantastic Four. we've got this beautiful copy of Fantastic Four 347. This particular one is the first team appearance of the new Fantastic Four. So it features some new cast members for it. I think it Wolverine, Hulk, Spider-Man, and Ghost Rider on this one. A nice older, type book. And when I say older, we're talking 1990, but I guess that's kind of older now. So we've got that 347. Why not follow it up then with 348? This is a beautiful cover. This has been homaged a number of different times too. So definitely a cool looking book. This is really nothing major than a Art Adams cover and beautiful looking book. Next one up, we've got Loki coming back in with Loki Season 2, so why not submit another copy? And I've hit this before in a 9.8 of Fantastic Four 353. This is the first appearance of Morbius. So, very cool type book. Doesn't really strike many people. People don't catch this book too often, but, if you like Owen Wilson, you like Morbius, this is the book for you. So we will submit that and see how it comes out. Trying to plan for the future, Amazing Spider-Man number 253. Now, this particular book features Richard Fisk as the Rose. And since we know Kingpin is going to be playing a huge role in the Daredevil series, Born Again, I think they're talking about him doing kind of the mayor and all. It makes sense that, that his son may play a role as well into the storyline. So picking up a copy of The Rose and seeing if we can get this in a 9.8 is not a bad play. This one's just a cover one for me, guys. X-Men 319, the deluxe edition. This is just a beautiful Psylocke. Wow, can't talk today. and Archangel one. So just a cool looking cover. Can't go wrong with X-Men. So let's see how it goes. Now, I have submitted this one before with no success, but why not try again? This is Marvel Zombies number 1. This is the Opinia version of it. So this one, while you can see it really tiny, I'll try and flip it over and take a picture and send it so you guys can see. But it is Elsa Bloodstone, first, kind of cover appearance of Elsa with that orange-looking hair, I believe, on this one. Book goes for a pretty decent amount of money, believe it or not. So we're going to submit this and see again if we can pull this off. Okay, next one up, we've got the reprint Invincible number 1. This is a awesome John Boy Myers wraparound cover one. This was a Comic Tom monthly exclusive. There were a number of different variants you could potentially hit. There was a Virgin and some Color Splash, different ones. And you guys have seen some of the Tyler Kirkham variants, which have been really cool. This one is a John Boy, but nonetheless, awesome looking book. We're going to shoot that one in. Next one up. All right, this one is Amazing Spider-Man number 10. This is the first appearance of Spider-Punk, Hobie Brown, with the Into the Spider-Verse coming out, the new one. There's a lot of talk of this Spider-Punk character and all. I was able to score this copy at my local LCS. We're going to send it in and see. This one is going to be a tough sell, I think, because I do think it has some non-color breaking, in the spine and creases, but we're going to take a shot and see on that one. This one, guys, I have already sent in before, and I have been unable to get this one through, but what the hell, we're going to submit it anyway again, because I really think this is a cool copy. Iron Man number 120. This is 1979, so this is a bit older now. This is the first appearance of Justin Hammer. with everything coming out associated with the kind of Rhodey and War Machine story and all. I expect to see Justin Hammer make another appearance, so we're going to see if we can revitalize this book into a 9.8. This book we submitted before as well and got rejected, and a lot of these are just resubmissions. If you guys follow the channel, when I do my comics, I tend to resubmit, and you'll be amazed at how many times I hit, and I don't know why. Its grading is obviously subjective, so there's plenty of times where I just resubmit the book, and for whatever reason, it becomes a 9.8. I don't do it obviously if it's really damaged or I see stuff, but when books get rejected like this and they look fine, we're going to resubmit it and see. So this is Venomized #1, the Scotty Young. You would be amazed at how much this book prices for. So, I think in Raw, it's probably like 50 to 70 something bucks. And in a 9.8, almost $300. So, people definitely like Scotty Young. It's a cool cover. So we're going to take another shot. Now, I have a bunch of Spider-Mans that we sent in before. These are just cool 80s and 90s Spider-Man ones that I think are in good condition. They may be fillers to some. This is a McFarlane art, on Spider-Man run, number 328. But nonetheless, we're going to try and see if we can hit these because there's nothing wrong that I can see with these books. So this is 328. Here's a copy of 308 from Spider-Man, and you're going to kind of see a bunch of Spider-Man ones throughout these last coming up books. 1990 McFarlane Gold Edition. This is, I think it's considered a second print, but beautiful, beautiful copy. Really nice, cool looking, iconic. I say that because this book has been, or this cover has been homaged like for everything. But this is kind of where it comes from. The McFarlane looking Spider-Man artwork. So we'll take a shot again and see. Sticking with that Spider-Man theme, 311, I believe this is 1989 or 90, right around that time frame, but another nice Mysterio cover. And there's not a lot of Mysterio covers out there. All right, let's get into something newer because you gotta mix these things up, guys. I'm telling you. This is Edge of Spider-Verse #1. This is the Humberto Ramos. This is a 1 in 25. This is, I believe, the first appearance, or maybe it's multiple first appearance. I think it's like some Spider Lord or Spider Rex or whatever. It's really a nice cover. It's a #1. It's 2 first appearances or 1 first appearance on a newer book, and it's a 1 in 25. So we're going to take a shot on that. This book is something you may not see very often. This one is an annual, but why is this kind of a cool book? Well, this is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 19. I believe it's 1980 something, 1985. It says it right on there. This is the first appearance of the Spider Slayer. This book has been picking up some steam, especially with things coming out for the new Into the Spider-Verse movie. So we're going to see some new characters and new things. So Spider Slayer, I think, is on that list. So we're going to take another shot on that. Can't go wrong with some more McFarlane love. This iconic 315 ASM, debatable with, Venom's appearance and whether it's his cover or not beforehand. But nonetheless, this is Todd McFarlane at his best doing Spider-Man. So we're going to take another shot and see how that one goes. As we stick with that Spider-Man theme, we've got 319. We've got 318. And what the hell, we've got 317. Last 2 books we're going to talk about that are going in to make this a total of 30 books. This is Deadpool, Black, White, and Blood. This one I had purchased in my LCS. I didn't even realize it was a 1 in 25. This is the first appearance of Sakura, I believe, Sakura Spider. This book is ridiculously priced now. I had no idea when I got it that this was going to be, a big book. This book going raw is like over $100 and something. I'm amazed at that. If someone understands this particular character and why it's so expensive, please leave it in the comments down below. I'm honestly eager to know why this book is so much money. But nonetheless, this is a 2021 book. I believe it's a Dan Panosanin, if I'm saying that right. You guys can correct me. But 1 in 25. But that book has some value to it. And the last but not least, one of my favorites. We're going to try this again. I didn't hit last time. Amazing Spider-Man #7. This is the Mexican edition. This is a J. Scott Campbell. This book in the American version is very difficult to come by and very expensive nonetheless as well. Same cover for the Mexican version. Hard to kind of find. You rarely see these books, whether it's US or Mexican. It's just a hard book to find, and a beautiful J. Scott Campbell. We're going to try and send it in. We're going to see how we do. And if we can't hit on this book, I am going to send it then back for his auto that they're going to be doing signing with J. Scott in October. And I think I'm going to get this book signed and pressed and everything else nonetheless and get it encapsulated. So those are the 30 books, guys, sending into CGC. Hopefully we will hit. You can put your odds down below. Let's see if anybody can hit it right on the head on how many of these we're going to score on. And as always, guys, thank you again for watching. If you got something out of the video or just enjoyed the content, please feel free to subscribe. And you can always hit that thumbs up. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.